Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And the other day, crazy Republican Lauren Boebert got debunked live on TV by Democrat Jamie Raskin. So, of course, we're all familiar with Lauren Boebert, the election denier, the conspiracy theorist, the radical Republican. Well, she is back with some crazy statements and it just does not go well for her. But of course, the adults, basically the Democrats in the room, weren't having any of her lies. So in the first clip, she tried to claim that Donald Trump was tough on China during COVID-19 and he held them accountable. And Democrat Jamie Raskin is like, are you nuts? He perfectly debunks her. It's an amazing clip. Take a look at it.
President Trump was in office when the COVID virus was released from a lab in China, from the Wuhan lab. And he tried to make that very clear that this came from China. And reporters regularly dismissed that.
I appreciate the gentlelady's passion. There are two facts that she should perhaps be alerted to. One is that Donald Trump, on more than 20 different occasions, defended the performance of the Chinese government and specifically President Xi in terms of his treatment of COVID-19 and said he was doing a wonderful job and a great job and they were working closely and they were constantly in touch. So if there's a problem with the Chinese government unleashing a virus which has not been proven anywhere, but it certainly could be true, you would have to pin that on your favorite president, Donald Trump, not on Joe Biden. The second thing is President Trump's own special advisor on COVID-19, Deborah Birx, I'm sure you're aware and I'm sure you've read her book, said that the lethal recklessness of Donald Trump's policies about COVID-19 cost Americans hundreds of thousands of lives. So you don't have to believe anybody on the Democratic side of the aisle. That's Donald Trump's own special advisor on COVID-19. Thank you for yielding, and I happily yield back.
I mean, wow, he did not hold back on Lauren Boebert, and she got totally embarrassed. Look, she wants to claim that Donald Trump was a good leader during COVID and that he held China accountable. But as he said, Donald Trump's own medical advisor said that because of his recklessness, because of his lack of leadership, it cost America hundreds of thousands of lives. I mean, does that sound like good leadership to anybody when your own advisors are saying, hey, you're at fault for all of these people dying? Donald Trump was a total mess during COVID-19. He did everything wrong. His federal response was terrible. I'm sure we all remember the pictures of doctors and nurses in trash bags because Donald Trump didn't have enough PPE equipment for them. He did not promote masks. He did not promote safety measures. And in private, he acknowledged that the virus was deadly, but in public, he said, no, it's gonna go away in 2 weeks. Don't you worry about it. Donald Trump was an incompetent and inept leader during COVID-19. And the fact that Republicans like Lauren Boebert try to sit up there and say otherwise is so disrespectful to all of the Americans who lost their lives to COVID-19 because Donald Trump didn't take action. And not only was Donald Trump a terrible leader, but as Jamie Raskin said, he sucked up to China. I mean, for example, look at this tweet that Donald Trump put out praising China and praising Xi Jinping. He said, China has been working very hard to contain the coronavirus. The United States greatly appreciates their efforts and transparency. It will all work out well, in particular, on behalf of the American people. I want to thank President Xi. So listen, Lauren, does that sound like someone who held China accountable? Yeah, because me and you watching are not part of Donald Trump's cult, so we can tell that Trump was a terrible leader during COVID-19, and the idea that he stood up to China is laughable. I don't know about you folks, but it gets me so frustrated when Republicans try to defend Donald Trump's record on COVID, because it's just such a disrespect to all the people who lost their lives because of a lack of leadership. And again, that's not just me talking, that's Donald Trump's medical advisor talking. But of course, Lauren Boebert's bad day didn't end there. She went on with her usual BS, saying that Donald Trump is the economy president. He's the best president we've ever had for jobs. And once again, Jamie Raskin's looking at her like, are you insane? But enough of me talking. Take a look at Jamie Raskin's amazing rebuttal to Lauren Boebert.
I want to just clear up a couple things. First, I heard the very distinguished gentlelady from Colorado mention job creators. I assume she was responding to President Biden, since 12 million new jobs have been created under President Biden, whereas millions of jobs were lost under the prior president, who may be a favorite of the gentleladies. I also want...
Man, I just love these clips of Lauren Boebert getting debunked live on the House floor. Yeah, you want to talk about the jobs president? Look at President Biden. 12 million jobs have been created under President Biden. Oh yeah, and Donald Trump, he lost America jobs. There were less jobs when he left office than when he entered office. You know, Democratic presidents are always having to clean up for the Republicans and their economic messes. I mean, look at Biden recovering us from COVID. Look at Obama recovering us from Bush. It's so abundantly clear that Democrats have better economic policy? I mean, since World War II, Democratic presidents have created more jobs, more GDP growth, and I know how badly Donald Trump wants to be known as the jobs president, but sorry, buddy, that title's gone to President Biden. So, Lauren, you want to talk about jobs? I can't wait to see you thank President Biden for creating 12 million of them. Anyway, folks, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed. I just had to talk about Lauren Boebert getting debunked because she's clearly part of the Trump cult. But anyway, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate if you did all of those things. And once again, whether you agree with me or you disagree with me, have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you folks soon.